Should be on. I think so. Who's in? 8, 11. We are good. Hello and welcome to day 2 of the Mediterranean Cricket League from Budinets Cricket Oval here in Zagreb, Croatia. Our first match up today is the Zagreb Cricket Club against CroatiaA. So a battle of the local derbies. It promises to be an exciting contest. Yesterday we saw Zagreb go 2 from 2 from the opening matches, and we're looking to repeat that trick and execute a clean sweep in the round robin series. So here we are. We have Gurpreet Singh with the ball, about to take on the opening batsman from Croatia, Nils Gornell and Wazal Kamau. Wide down the leg side that goes all the way to the boundary on the Zagreb mountain side. So not the ideal start for Zagreb, but I'm sure that Guri will be looking to get back online with his next delivery. Gurpreet Singh to Wazal Kamau. Another wide delivery, and the batsmen also seek a signal. So not the ideal start. That's 7 runs before a legal delivery has been completed. This does promise to be an intriguing contest. It is what you might call the battle of the local teams. Obviously we have Zagreb in the orange with the ball and CroatiaA with the batting. So both teams are looking for some experience to get under their belts ahead of next week's ICC World T20 qualifying tournament. Guri looks like he has his line, and that's the first completed delivery of the over. Slash outside off stump there by Nils Gornell, but another wide delivery for the bowlers. It is reasonably warm out here despite it being just past 9 o'clock local time. We're expecting a reasonably hot day here in Zagreb, so the players will want to make sure the most of these conditions while they are relatively mild. A muted appeal there from Guri, but the umpire Paul Stubbs having none of it. So I should mention before that CroatiaA captain Jeff Grzinic won the toss and elected to bat. And this is Zagreb's 3rd match in a row, having played the first 2 matches of MCL 2022 yesterday, and recording wins in both matches. The first against the Boomerangs in what appeared to be a little bit of an upset, and secondly a very comprehensive victory over the touring Balhera Cricket Academy. And another wide delivery there from Guri. We do also thank our streaming sponsor Allen Career Institute for their support and making this live stream possible. It is the first time in the MCL's 5-year history that we have a live stream the event, and we do hope you're enjoying our coverage from wherever it is you are watching around the world. Another wide down the leg side, which wicketkeeper Mark Davies is unable to get to, and the batsmen also seek a single. So 11 runs from just 2 completed deliveries so far. Not the ideal start for Zagreb. Chance! And it falls short of the man at short mid-wicket. So we've certainly seen here from Guri that the balls he does pitch online do travel the batsman. So if he can get his radar on target, he's going to prove very dangerous throughout these 4 overs. And shot. Pulled through mid-wicket for 4 there by Wazal Kamau. Lovely shot there. So CroatiaA is certainly making the most of this sloppy over from Gurpreet Singh of Zagreb. Swing outside off stump there. Dot ball. Another swing and a miss outside off stump, but a legal delivery. And that completes an expensive first over by Gurpreet Singh. 15 off it. So unlike yesterday's first day of MCL 2022, there is very little breeze about. It is actually rather warm, and it's only expected to get hotter as the day goes on. So very different conditions for the players out there compared to those who suited up yesterday. We have Sandeep Soni with the ball. Chipped over cover. Dinesh stops it deep on the boundary. So the batsman looking to attack here in these opening power play. That's straight up. It's a chance. Oh, and there was nearly a collision between the 2 Zagreb players, and the ball drops between the 2 of them. Certainly a let off there. Nils Gonal skying that one up high in the mid-off area, but there was no communication between Dinesh and Sagar Satotra there, right. So a chance goes begging for Zagreb. And that's punched through the point region for 4. An excellent shot there by Wazal Kamau. As you will have no doubt seen from our broadcast over the past 2 days, while Croatia is an emerging cricket nation, there are some players with some very good techniques and some promising ability as these players look to get up the more important skill and experience to participate on a much higher stage. Oh, and he's there. He's chipped it to mid-wicket. And Captain Dave Skinner takes the catch. No, in fact, actually it was a bump ball. Apologies. My eyes are playing tricks up on me from this high position. We are broadcasting from the Mega Go-Karts end of the Budinets Cricket Oval. Mega Go-Karts is the premier go-kart racing facility here in Zagreb, Croatia, and we thank the neighbouring facility for their support. No run there off that fine delivery. Once again, we thank our streaming sponsor, Alan Career Institute, Kota, Rajasthan, for their support. Without their sponsorship, this live stream would not be possible, and we do hope you're enjoying our coverage from wherever it is you are watching around the world. So this is the first of 2 matches today. Later we will see what you might call the international derby between the Australian Boomerangs and the Balhera Cricket Academy, with both teams looking for their first win of the tournament after losses yesterday against Zagreb. Gurpreet Singh for his second over, coming around the wicket this time. It's a full toss, hit high, and it clears the fielder out there on the mid-wicket boundary for 6. Wazal Kamau certainly showing that he has every intention of attacking anything loose by the bowlers. Off to a very quick start here at Budinets Cricket Oval. Skied over the keeper, but safe. Trailing away to the boundary there, and over the rope for 4. So a nice little let off there for Wazal Kamau, and another boundary added to the total. So certainly this is not the start that Zagreb would like, having looked very impressive in their first 2 games yesterday. Leg side wide. And that's played behind fine. It might get away again. Just stopped out there on the fine leg boundary. Batsman complete 2. think that is... Ooh, and a swing and a miss outside off stump. Much better line there from Gurpreet Singh. Wazal certainly looking dangerous here. Anything loose he's looking to put into the gaps. Another wide delivery. So Gurpreet Singh just not able to find his line today. Very impressive with the ball yesterday. A couple of wickets, especially in the second game against Balhera Cricket Academy. Now going over the wicket. Ooh, and a much better line. Dave Skinner just moving some of his fielders around for this final delivery of the over. No ball called. As umpire Steve Tripp at square leg calls, there are 3 fielders outside the circle, so it is no ball, which means a free hit for the batting tie. So a free hit means that the batsman cannot be dismissed off this delivery. And so Wazal Kamau will be looking to dispatch this and add to the already impressive total. Hits it hard, high, and it's jumped over the line for 4. In fact, the umpires have ruled that it was a 6, and it did in fact clear the boundary rope. End of the over, and that is 43 for none after 3, so a very expensive start for Zagreb. And CroatiaA in their first game of the tournament looking to cement their potential in this local Croatian derby. Sandeep Soni for his second over. Chance, and the catch is taken at point, and that is the end of Niels Gonal. So a crucial first wicket there for Zagreb. CroatiaA certainly looking dangerous and already building a very commanding total just 3 overs into the match. And now we will see CroatiaA captain and MCL tournament director Jeff Grzinic walk to the middle for his first bat of the tournament ahead of next week's ICC World T20 qualifying event, where he will also be captaining the Croatian national side. So no doubt a lot of pressure on the veteran of Croatian cricket. Interesting to see whether he goes on the attack from the start or does his usual work himself into the innings at a very steady rate. Grzinic actually has not yet put his gloves on, but is taking strike. Of course, Grzinic is a left-handed batsman, something we actually have not yet seen in the tournament, remarkably. Most people are right-hand batters and bowlers. So what this means is that the fielding positions, as you would see on your screen, actually change. So what was mid-off to the left of your screen will now actually become mid-off to the right of your screen. Grzinich just taking his time here. A cheeky appeal from the deep mid-wicket boundary for time wasting. And a full toss, which Grzinich just bunts back to the bowler. Another full toss. Grzinich just places into the covers to get himself up the mark. Now, the umpire's also signalled a no ball. So another costly error by the bowler. So it was a no ball for a waist-high full toss, but it is not considered a dangerous delivery. So again, this is a free hit for Wazal Kamau. He cannot be dismissed off this delivery. He swings hard over square leg. 4 runs added to the total. Another swing, hard, high near our broadcast tower. And it's cleared the right for 6. A magnificent straight drive there by Wazal Kamau. Looking very impressive here is the CroatiaA opening batsman. Some big hits already, just 4 overs into his first start at the crease. Dot ball there. And Wazal lets that one go. And it's the end of the over. So a wicket lost, but more boundaries also added. And CroatiaA very quickly building a substantial total, just 4 overs into the match. So Uprit Shukla, change of bowling. 2 overs remaining in the power play, which means that Zagreb are only allowed 2 fielders outside the inner circle, which hopefully our cameras can pick up. So the first 6 overs of any 2020 match, only 2 fielders permitted outside the circle. And currently for the left-handed batsman we have at deep point and deep cover. A nice line there to start from Uprit Shukla. Grzinich unable to get that one away into any gaps. And another dot ball, so a good start from Uprit Shukla. Grzinich no doubt will be looking to play some shots during his innings. Another one he's not able to get away, so 3 dot balls, so a nice start to this over. Uprit Shukla quickly getting back to his mark. Yesterday, Zagreb were warned for a slow over rate in their second match. Oh, and Grzinich hits that one up. But it does clear the fielder at a short third man. Rolling towards the boundary down there. And he is unable to save it before it crosses the line. So a bit of a let off there for Grzinich, but a boundary nonetheless. shot like that really does neither to sort of calm the nerves or build up the nerves, because while the boundary is added, it wasn't the clean strike, and did have Grzinich with his heart in his mouth there for a very brief moment. Grzinich pushes that through covers. Just the single. One to come. So let's see. Wazal. Chris Osborne. Right arm around. Bit of spin coming on here. No, Jeff Grzinich thinks about the single, but Wazal Kamau sends him back. So very interesting action here from Chris Osborne. Grzinich sweeps but unable to get any bat on it. Still a wide called. Grzinich takes the quick single. No run out chance. Osborne coming around over the wicket to the right-hander. Wazal Kamau just watches that go through to wicketkeeper Mark Davies there. Davies, one of the veterans of Croatian cricket. There's a nice big hit. One bounce over the rope at cow corner for 4. So Wazal Kamau still looking to capitalise on anything slightly loose, anything he believes he can take a swing at. He does. And a wide down the leg side. Oh, and the batsman capitalise on some sloppy fielding out there in the deep, and also take a single. So Grzinich on strike. Will he also play his shots? So Grzinich will captain the Croatian national side next week at the ICC World T20 qualifying tournament in Finland. Flew over from Perth, Western Australia last week. Grzinich, Boro Jerkovic, Chris Turkic, Dan Turkic, all who are suiting up for the Boomerangs later this afternoon, will represent Croatia next week in the bid to qualify for the World T20 in the Americas and the Caribbean in 2024. So it would be fantastic to see some European sides in the World T20 Cup, competing against the likes of current world champions Australia, runners-up New Zealand, South Africa, Pakistan, the West Indies, New Zealand. So the power play has ended. Wide called. Another wide called. So Zagreb have now pushed 5 fielders outside the circle as they are allowed to do after the end of the 6-over power play to start the batting innings. And he's played that high over backward point. Slows up there at the boundary. It is slightly longer grass, it appears, at that end of the ground. The Zagreb Mountains end of Budanets Cricket Oval. Oh, and a nick! But it goes through the gloves of wicketkeeper Mark Davies and all the way to the boundary for 4. And that is in fact the half century for CroatiaA opening batsman Wazal Kamau. So a fantastic knot. 50. So an awkward way to bring up your half century, but Wazal Kamau continuing to look dangerous early in this innings. And a high hit back here down the ground for 6. So Wazal just realising that he has in fact passed 50. So Wazal really looking to attack here. And another high hit! A chance! Oh, and dropped at cover by the fielder. Disappointing let-off. Uprit Shukla shows his disgust. A chance gone begging to dismiss the dangerous Wazal Kamau. Oh. And wicketkeeper Mark Davies unable to cleanly take that wide delivery, and it spills towards square leg. So 2 runs added to the total, 1 for the wide and 1 for the single. Which brings Wazal Kamau back on strike. And he hits it hard! Is it going to be safe? Yes, just short of the fielder. There's a misfield. It trundles towards the boundary but will slow up. And the batsman complete 2. So Zagreb just starting to drop their heads a little. A few chances gone begging in the field. The prize wicket of Wazal Kamau could have fallen this over. A full toss, which is just played carefully to mid-wicket where Captain Dave Skinner is, and that's the end of the 7th over. So Wazal Kamau bringing up his half century during that over, but also dropped at cover after skying what should have been a very easy chance. We do hope you're enjoying our coverage of the Mediterranean Cricket League. Thank you to My Action Replays for their support in getting this live stream up and running. And also our streaming sponsor, Alan Career Institute of Kota, Rajasthan. Guzinic plays that one high, but just the single down to long on. Missed there by Wazal Kamau. Buys to the total. As I'm sure you can see from our pictures, just a little bit of cloud cover in the back outside the circle. 3 on the onside, 2 on the off. Grzinich goes again, skies that over the keeper. Again, skies that over the keeper. And it rolls away towards the boundary. But it is stopped out there in the deep. Oh, in awkward fashion. And it does roll over the rope for 4. So 3 consecutive boundaries there for CroatiaA captain Jeff Grzinich. End of the over there. So Grzinich now starting to find his feet at the crease. In his first hit out of this Mediterranean Cricket League 2022. It is of course the first tournament to be held here in Croatia since 2019. For obvious reasons, the event couldn't take place due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But it is fantastic to have cricket back here in this emerging cricket nation. So a change of bowler. We have Nigar Ahmed with the ball in hand. And Wazal Kamau on strike. What will he do here? It's full toss and he hits it hard, high, over the fence. Another boundary. It's 6. So without putting the mocker on Wazal Kamau, he is very, very comfortably looking at raising 3 figures here. The first time in the MCL at Budonets Cricket Oval. The ball may have been lost in the shrubbery here. So a couple of the CroatiaA players going over to help look. Umpire Steve Tripp has called for the spare ball because the ball has not been found in adequate time. He has found it. He has in fact found it. So we will get back underway very shortly. Whether you can raise the bat for an elusive century. Joining a very exclusive club here at the Mediterranean Cricket League. To have raised 3 figures. Ooh! Wazal a little bit unsure what to do there, but no chance offered by the batsman. Wazal hits that one behind square and over the rope for 4. Moves to 84. So 3 figures must surely be in the back of his mind here. Another good line there from bowler Nigar Ahmed. That is in fact the end of the over. And Chris Osborne is coming back on. He was expensive in his last over, with CroatiaA captain Jeff Grzinich hitting 3 consecutive boundaries. Grzinich pushes that through covers, quickly calls for the single. One of Wazal's teammates just reminding him what score he's on, hopefully not putting any mental pressure on him. He swings that out towards mid-wicket and stopped out there on the boundary. Just the single taken. 85 now for the CroatiaA opening batsman. Can he raise the bat for the first century of the Mediterranean Cricket League? Grozinic hits that hard, high, over mid-wicket, onto the road for 6. Lovely shot there by the CroatiaA captain. Grozinic now really finding his feet at the crease, hitting the ball with a lot of confidence. Obviously a very experienced player here in Croatia, and the all-important Mediterranean Cricket League tournament director. Grozinic goes again. This time just a single, although I think about the second. Take advantage of the throw and complete a second run. Grozinic with another sweep. Oh, and stop there on the boundary. Fielder unsure where it has bobbed up to. The batsmen are able to complete 2 runs. So CroatiaA steadily building a very impressive total here. We will have a drinks break shortly, I believe, at the 10 over mark. Grozinic bobs that one towards gully, but Wazal sends him back. And so we will have a quick drinks break here. It is warm out there at this very picturesque Budanets cricket oval. But certainly CroatiaA at the halfway point of their innings looking in a very commanding position. A solid total has been built. No doubt they will be looking to double that current standing in these final 10 overs. Certainly with plenty of wickets in hand, that helps. We will check with our scorers, but Wazal Kamau, I believe, is on 85. So just 15 runs required to record the first century of this year's Mediterranean Cricket League tournament. CroatiaA captain Jeff Grozinic is also looking dangerous, has hit a number of boundaries, including a sweep for 6 off that last over. Some very impressive shot making from the CroatiaA captain. Umpire Steve Tripp and Paul Stubbs call the players back into position. So a very quick drinks break to hydrate here in these warm conditions at Budanets Cricket Oval. CroatiaA certainly with the upper hand at the halfway point of their innings. Umpire Steve Tripp just telling the Zagreb players to quickly find their position, reminding them that in fact they are behind on their current over rate, so they will need to speed up the process. They were warned yesterday for being behind the required rate. There doesn't appear to be a lot of enthusiasm to get into position, perhaps on the back of the CroatiaA batsmen hitting the bowlers to all parts of this ground. Dot ball to start the second half of the CroatiaA batting innings. Hit that hard, it's bounced. Nicely collected there on the boundary by Uprit Shukla. So as you will see, umpire Paul Stubbs is now at the officiating end of the ground. The umpires are officiating in 5 over blocks to assist with the continuity and speed of these overs. And we are also broadcasting and playing from the same end, the Mega Go-Karts end of Budinets Cricket Oval. And another 6 there to Wazal Kamau. He moves into the 90s. So anything loose is certainly being punished here at Budinets Cricket Oval. An appeal for LBW, but likely pitched outside leg stump, given the bowler Nigar Ahmed is bowling from around the wicket. Oh, and that has been dispatched again. And another 6 to Wazal Kamau. He is now just 1 stroke away from raising the bat for 3. And that is the end of the over, so he will in fact have to wait. So Wazal Kamau looking to become the first centurion of MCL 2022. We have an interruption here, just not quite sure what's going on. So, an interruption there. Uprit Shukla with the ball. Umpire Steve Tripp just requesting the bowler wait for him to get into position before coming in to deliver. Grzinich pulls that through square leg, but just a single, which brings Wazal Kamau on strike. No doubt one boundary will be enough to secure 3 figures. Oh, there's an appeal! No interest there from umpire Paul Stubbs. So a brief scare there for Wazal Kamau, but he survives. Uprit Shukla coming around the wicket to CroatiaA captain Jeff Grzinich. A wide called, but the umpires are actually just conferring to find out whether it was actually a no ball. If it didn't pitch on the actual strip, it is a no ball. No ball because it is off the strip. Umpire Paul Stubbs communicates to the players, so it is a free hit for Jeff Grzinich. Full toss. Swings, goes over the man at short fine leg and rolls all the way to the boundary at the Zagreb Mountains end of Budanec Cricket Oval. So a boundary. Grzinich has capitalised. It might not have been a pretty shot, but it has added a boundary to the total. Umpires again just conferring here. It was a full toss. They will just confer to see whether they thought it was above waist high. No ball again, a free hit for the batsman. Grzinich goes again, hits that through mid-wicket. It slows up in the field, but just a single taken. Of course, a free hit means the batsman cannot be dismissed off that particular delivery. Which brings Wazal Kamau on strike. Could he bring up his century with this delivery? Ooh, Wazal Kamau perhaps just getting a little nervous there as he approaches three figures. It is called the nervous 90s for a reason. Certainly you can feel the tension from the small but very passionate crowd here at Budanec Cricket Oval. Wazal gets that away. And there it is. A century for Wazal Kamau. The first of the 2022 Mediterranean Cricket League. Congratulations to Wazal Kamau, the first centurion of the Mediterranean Cricket League. A fine innings, plenty of big shot making. He acknowledges his teammates. That is the first century of the Mediterranean Cricket League. Grzinich unable to get bat onto that one to complete the over. So there obviously have been a number of centuries scored in the Mediterranean Cricket League over the years, including Stuart Hook, who scored 178, Ayaz Ahmed, 100 not out, Chris Turkic, who will hopefully suit up for the Boomerangs later in this tournament, 129, Dan Lazaridis, 121, Azam Khan, 119, so Wazal Kamau is in fact the 10th person to score a century in the Mediterranean Cricket League since its inception in 2016. Wazal hits that one straight down the ground. Collected here on the boundary just in front of us at the Mega Go-Karts broadcast tower. So just repeating those century makers: Stuart Hook 178, Rahul Yadav 157, Stuart Hook of course 148 as well. Oh, and a run out chance there. Stuart Hook 148, Chris Turkic 129 not out, Dan Lazaridis 121, Azam Khan 119, Satvid Nadigotia 109, Ayaz Ahmed with an even 100, and Abhishek Sonu with also an even 100, and now Wazal Kamau. So he will no doubt be looking to see how far up the highest score chart he can climb. Another big hit there by Wazal Kamau. Skied. Oh, and wicketkeeper Mark Davies cannot take the catch. So yet another let-off for Wazal Kamau. It's been dropped a number of times during this innings. So certainly every chance that Wazal Kamau has offered have been hit quite high in the air. While they are not easy chances necessarily, in most leagues they are expected to be taken. So just repeating, Wazal Kamau has scored the 10th century in MCL history and the 9th person to achieve the feat. So Wazal Kamau no doubt eyeing potentially one of the highest scores, if not the highest score in MCL history. That of course currently belongs to Stuart Hook from the Estonian Sarama. Wide ball called there. So Upridge Shukla with the ball. Grzinich often looking to sweep. It does appear to be his preferred shot. When the ball's in the slot, he looks to put it away at every opportunity. Hit that over cover, no fielder there, and the batsmen complete a comfortable 2. Shukla takes a big swing straight down the ground. Can it be cut off? No, it can't. And another boundary for the CroatiaA team. Zagreb captain Dave Skinner just telling his players that Dave Skinner just telling his players that the informed Wazal Kamau is starting to look a bit tired and the catch is coming. He's hit that hard. It's short, but no, the fielder out there in the deep, Dinesh, unable to get there before it hits the ground. So the temperature is quite warm here at Budinets. Wide ball. So the players no doubt will be feeling the heat. And we're expecting this afternoon's match between the Boomerangs and Balhera to be played in reasonably warm conditions. Kamau swings through mid-wicket, but the fielder out there in the deep cuts it off before it hits the boundary rope. Just the single, and that is the end of the over. So 6 overs remaining. CroatiaA already now have the highest score of the tournament so far. how far up the charts they can climb, we will see over these next 6 overs, especially with 9 wickets still in hand. Obviously the highest team score in MCL history was a staggering 376 by the Sledgehammer Cricket Academy back in 2009 at Giuseppe. So you wouldn't think in these next 6 overs that they are going to eclipse that incredible total from just 20 overs, but no doubt they will certainly be looking to push the score beyond 200. Oh, and a swing and a miss from Kamau, but they will take advantage of the misfield by veteran wicketkeeper Mark Davies and sneak a bye. Grzinich also swings and unable to get leather on Willow. A nice stop there by the veteran wicketkeeper Mark Davies, one of the legends of Croatian cricket. Grzinich drives through covers, but it is cut off there in the deep by Nigar Ahmed. Oh, but they take advantage of the errant throw and take another single. Grzinich now must surely be approaching a half century. He has looked very good at the crease, very comfortable. One of his trademarks is his stability and composure at the crease. An appeal for LBW, but of course the ball was not in. The pads were not in line with the stumps. One to come. Grzinich swings, able to cut that fine, and the fielder out there in the deep lets it go. Grzinich gets a single. That is the end of the 15th over. So Abdi Aswati has the ball, will come on for his first over of the innings. The umpire Steve Tripp just telling Zagreb captain Dave Skinner that his team is currently 2 overs behind the required rate, so they will need to get through these final 5 overs in very quick time. Of course, that is not necessarily helped by the fact that the batsmen are hitting the ball to all parts of the ground, soaking up valuable minutes and putting the pressure right on the bowling team. And that is another big hit, which clears the rope for 6. So Wazal Kamau quickly building up both his individual total as well as the team total for CroatiaA as the team approaches 200. Ooh, another big swing there from Wazal Kamau. but he is beaten by the bowler. So Kamau hits that up in the air. It's a chance, but no, spilled there at point. A chance goes begging yet again for Zagreb. Wazal Kamau again survives. Grzelnic hits that back. A caught and bowled chance. But it goes through the hands of Abdi Awasti. So some chances being offered here by the batsman as they look to quickly capitalise on anything loose and go for some lofty blows towards the end of this batting innings. Swing and a miss, an appeal, but it is in fact a wide delivery. Abdi Awasti looking to get his first wicket of the tournament. Another big hit there. It goes over the head at cover and across the rope for 4. Another boundary for Wazal Kamau. And I think that in fact brings up 200 runs for CroatiaA. So just 4 overs remaining in this first innings, with Croatia certainly in the box seat. Chris Osborne coming on to bowl. Full toss. Wazal Kamau hits it up in the air, but it is safe. A dead ball has been called by umpire Steve Tripp. Must have been a fielding indiscretion just there. Grzelnic bunts this one down to long on. Obviously the awkward bounce here in the outfield provides an extra challenge for the fielding side. Wazal Kamau goes big again. It trundles over the rope for 4. Yet another big shot by the CroatiaA opening batsman. He is building a very impressive total here at Budapest Cricket Oval. Wazal Kamau has in fact moved to 125. Which is currently the 5th highest score in MCL cricket history. A wide called, and the batsmen also take advantage of the misfield. Another wide delivery down the leg side with some interesting fielding out there in the deep. Chris Osborne comes in. And it's a big hit, hard up high near our tower, and it's crossed the rope for 6. Another lofty blow from the big hitting Wazal Kamau. He moves to 131, which is in fact now the 4th highest total in MCL history. Wazal goes again, but it is well stopped out there by Gurpreet Singh. Grzelnic lofts that one backward of square. A lovely shot for 4. And that is in fact the half century for CroatiaA captain Jeff Grzelnic. Well played, Jeff. Of course, the tournament director for the Mediterranean Cricket League. Can he eclipse the next person on that list, which is Stuart Hook, 100. List, which is Stuart Hook, 148. 148. And Grzelnic pulls that behind. And Grzelnic pulls that behind square for 4. Square for 4. Another magnificent shot by the CroatiaA captain. Big total building here for CroatiaA. It is certainly going to take some chasing down by Zagreb when they take to the crease very shortly. Of course, yesterday against the Boomerangs in the first match of the MCL, we did feel that the 178 set by the Australian representatives was too big a total for Zagreb to chase down, but they did so in fact with 9 balls to spare, thanks to some lofty hitting from Sagar Sahota and Nigar Ahmed. And another lovely shot there by Jeff Grzelnic. Another boundary to his score. So the batting side adding some very, very useful runs to the score here. Every run is just another dagger in the heart of the Zagreb side. Grzelnic sweeps again. This time he is unable to beat the fielder out there on the boundary rope. Full toss. No ball called. And it does manage to trundle over the rope there for 4. And in fact, Wazal Kamau will have a free hit. So Wazal Kamau cannot be dismissed off this delivery. He will looking to be taking the maximum advantage. There's a wide ball, which means the free hit stands. So he cannot be dismissed off this delivery. Oh, and he's offered a chance, which of course would not have been out, but the bowler, Abdi Aswati, cannot dismiss. And that is in fact the end of the over. So Gurpreet Singh with the ball in hand. We've just heard in the background that Zagreb have two overs to complete in 9 minutes. 9 minutes to complete their remaining 2 overs. Wazal Kamau looking to add to his individual total. Already the third highest in MCL history. The fourth highest, I should say. He's looking to become the third highest scorer. Stuart Hook's 148 is next on the list. Wazal edging ever so close to that score. And that comes off the pads. Wazal Kamau just looking perhaps a little bit tired. He has, of course, batted throughout this entire CroatiaA innings. Grzinich unable to take advantage of the full toss there. Wide ball, but Grzinich unable to reach that one there. Grzinich bunts that one through covers just the single. Wazal hits that one over square leg, and yet another six for the big hitting CroatiaA opener. So 1 over to go. Umpires just conferring over the timing of this innings. Grzinich sweeps but unable to connect. Grzinich sweeps that behind square. Slows in the outfield out there, but crosses the rope for 4. And that brings up the 250 for CroatiaA. A very impressive performance by the batting side so far. Grzinich sweeps! Big shot! One rope, one bounce over the rope for 6. No, in fact, the umpires have signalled 6. 4, yes. I was worried that my eyes were deceiving me, but I did see it bounce before the rope, and it is in fact 4 runs. So Wazal Kamau currently not on strike. Just short of 150, I believe. And Grzinich cuts that through, point for 4. Another boundary for the CroatiaA captain. So Wazal is in fact on 143. So it's going to be difficult for him to get 150 unless there is a no ball bowled off the final delivery of the innings. Gruzinic unable to connect. One ball remaining in this innings. Gruzinic unable to really get that one away, and it's just a single. And that completes a very impressive innings by CroatiaA, led by the big hitting Wazal Kamau, 143 not out, the fourth highest score in MCL history, and ably supported by CroatiaA captain Jeff Gruzinic, who also notched up a very impressive half-century. So CroatiaA certainly in a very commanding position at the halfway point of this match. It's going to take some hitting from Zagreb to eclipse that score of 260. But as we did see yesterday, Zagreb do have some stroke players in their side. We did think that the 178 that they chased down against the Boomerangs in the first match yesterday was too much of a feat for the local side to overhaul, but they did so in fact with 9 balls to spare, and if they can in fact get that same ascendancy up early in the innings, they may well have a chance of pulling off the unthinkable. So we will rejoin you shortly for the second innings to see if Zagreb can chase down 260 and complete a clean sweep of their round robin matches in the 2022 Mediterranean Cricket League. Hello and welcome back to the Budanec Cricket Oval in Zagreb, Croatia for the run chase between the Zagreb Cricket Club and CroatiaA. Zagreb will need 261 from their 20 overs after a very impressive batting performance by CroatiaA, led by Wazal Kamau, who scored 143 not out, and Jeff Grezinic 76 not out. So a very commanding total set there in the first innings. Aman Maheshwari to open the bowling for CroatiaA. Nigar Ahmed and Aprit Shukla at the crease for Zagreb. So a big swing to start there by Ahmed. Showing their intent to try and chase down this mammoth total of 260 set by CroatiaA. So the left armour, Aman Maheshwari, looking to strike an early blow for CroatiaA, who appear to hold the upper hand in this contest at the halfway mark. And a very nice line there by Maheshwari. Ahmed unable to connect. Plenty of encouragement there behind the stumps from CroatiaA captain Jeff Grezinic, fresh off his unbeaten 76. And another swing and a miss there by Nigar Ahmed, who was very impressive yesterday in the second match against Bulgaria, motoring down the modest total set in very quick fashion. Can he pick up where he left off? Wide ball called there by umpire Paul Stubbs. So Prit Shukla on strike. A swing over cover, and it will clear the boundary rope for 4. So a good start for Zagreb with a boundary in the first over. Zagreb will be swinging at everything they can in a bid to chase down this monster target of 261. Wide called. Played through square there. That will go all the way to the rope, and another boundary for Zagreb. Aprit Shukla with 2 boundaries in the first over. And a much better line there from Maheshwari close the over. So a fairly even start there. Obviously, Zagreb requiring 13 runs and over to hold down this monster total set by CroatiaA. The new bowler is Zagreb Ahmed. And his first delivery is down the leg side, but well taken there by the experienced Jeff Grzelnic. So yes, as I said, an even start for both sides. Zagreb just shy of the 13 runs and over required to win this match. But some good deliveries nonetheless from CroatiaA. And a much better line there from Sahel. So we thank you to all of you who are watching via the live stream, proudly supplied by My Action Replays. And we thank our streaming sponsor, Allen Career Institute of Kota, Rajasthan, for their support and making this wonderful tournament available to so many people around the world. Grzelnic just placing two fielders on the deep onside boundary. Another good line there from Zagreb Ahmed. We are, of course, broadcasting from the Mega Go-Karts end of the Budanets Cricket Oval here in Zagreb. Mega Go-Karts is the premier go-kart racing facility in Zagreb, and we thank the wonderful team there for their support. And some sloppy fielding there will allow the batsman to take two. So CroatiaA is showing sort of plenty of bounce in the field at the moment. They are certainly up and about after posting an incredible total of 260. Of course, the innings was led by a very powerful knock of 143 not out from Wazal Kamau, the fourth highest individual score in MCL history. CroatiaA captain CroatiaA captain Jeff Grzelnic behind the stumps currently also scored an unbeaten 76. Upper Shukla bobs that one up to cover, but just short of the fielder there, Mate Jukic. One ball remaining in the over. Down the leg side, Grzelnic unable to take it, and it rolls away towards the boundary at the Zagreb Mountains end, and it is in fact 5 wides added to the total. So what's looming as another expensive over for CroatiaA. Zagreb, of course, requiring 13 runs and over to win this match. Another wide down the leg side. Grzelnic unable to take, and it rolls towards the boundary, but will slow before the rope. Still, the batsmen complete 2, and therefore 3 wides are added to the total. You may have heard just behind us the bus roll-up, bringing the players from Bulhera Cricket Academy and the Australian Boomerangs, who will be taking part in today's second match. And that's a hard, high hit over cover. 1 bounce over the rope for 4. And a very good over there for Zagreb. It puts the team on course to chase down this massive total of 261 for victory. So Aprit Shukla and Nigar Ahmed, very experienced batsmen here in Croatia, looking to strike some early blows for Zagreb in pursuit of the team's 3rd victory from as many matches in this tournament. Some would think Zagreb have perhaps drawn the short straw in the fixturing, playing the first 3 matches of the tournament. It would appear we've currently actually lost the ball. That strike through the cover region has ended up in a ditch. But the team have now just located the ball, and we will be getting back underway imminently. So 29 scored off the first 2 overs. That is just over the required run rate needed to win this match. Zagreb, of course, successfully chased down 178 to win yesterday's first match against the Boomerangs, and then backed that up with a smaller but successful chase of 125 against the Bulhera Cricket Academy. Both Bulhera and Boomerangs have just arrived at the venue and will be facing off shortly in today's second match. And he chips that over cover. Mid-wicket. And Piero unable to field that on the deep mid-wicket boundary, and it rolls over the boundary fence for 4. So a nice little chip there from Aprit Shukla. Nice bit of fielding there from Vedran Zanko, another one of the experienced campaigners of Croatian cricket, and also an important behind-the-scenes player in our broadcast. Plenty of chatter coming from the sidelines from the Zagreb team. Zagreb then just capitalising on a errant throw. Every run counts in this pursuit of 261. A lovely late cut there from Nigar Ahmed. He wants 2. Oh, there's a mix-up. So a brief little scare there for the batting team. Communication between Nigar Ahmed and Aprit Shukla just falling down momentarily. Aman Maheshwari with the ball in hand, the big left armour, looking to strike the first blow for CroatiaA. He's chipped that high. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, over the rope for 4. Nigar with a little fist pump as he scores yet another boundary. Zagreb appear quietly confident they can haul down this massive total here at the Budanets cricket ground. Nigar swings, but the fielder stopped the square leg. And a very good throw out there in the deep. And that is the end of the third over. A much tidier one for the bowling side. But Zagreb are still on track with the required 13 runs and over to win the match. So Sohail Ahmed with the ball in hand for his second over. Aprit Shukla on strike. What can he do here? It's a full toss. It's hit over cover and to the boundary for 4. Another fist pump. So Zagreb are not at all fazed by chasing down this massive total, already striking up 46 runs from just 19 deliveries. We said it would be a massive total chase down yesterday against the Boomerangs, but Zagreb proved us wrong, and maybe they will do so once again. A very tight delivery there from Sohail. Nigar thinks about the second run, but elects against it. Sorry, only 1 run there. This commentator also getting excited at the potential of seeing a massive total chase down. It's nicely played there to point. Just the single taken. Nigar Ahmed takes a big swing, but it comes off the pad for a leg bye. We do hope you're enjoying our coverage of the 2022 Mediterranean Cricket League, live from Budanets Cricket Oval here in Zagreb. Thank you to our streaming sponsor, Allen Career Institute from Kota, Rajasthan. Nigar hits that high, but it is over the head of the fielder. Nicely cut off by Vedran with a diving save out there on the boundary rope. Very impressive fielding by Vedran Zankro right here on the long on boundary. Zagreb certainly looking to attack anything loose. And another good piece of bowling by Sohail, but he is unable to stop the ball in time for the Zagreb batsman to complete a single. That is the end of the 4th over. 50 on the total for the home side. In what is this battle of the local Croatian teams. So Aman Maheshwari to take on his 3rd over of the innings. 2 overs left in the power play. Of course, CroatiaA only allowed 2 fielders outside the inner circle in the first 6 overs of this 2020 contest. Just some minor field adjustments. CroatiaA certainly taking this run chase very seriously, making sure they do not give away any lazy runs. Aman Maheshwari with a full toss, which has been ruled to be above waist high, and therefore it is a no ball and a free hit for Uprit Shukla. Umpire Paul Stubbs signalling the free hit. Nice delivery there from Aman Maheshwari, restricting the batsman to just 1 off the free hit. Plenty of encouraging words behind the stumps from CroatiaA captain Jeff Grzinic. Nigar Ahmed swings hard back behind the bowler, and that is another 4 added to the total. A powerful straight drive by the Zagreb opener, picking up where he left off yesterday. Grzinic just making some changes to his field. Of course, Grzinic will be leading the Croatian national side in next week's ICC qualifying tournament in Finland. And a swing and a miss outside off stump. Please stay tuned for our second match today between the Australian Boomerangs and the Belhara Cricket Academy. Both teams looking to record their first win of the tournament after first up losses both against Zagreb yesterday. And a powerful swing through mid-wicket by Nigar Ahmed, and that will be another boundary. So Zagreb certainly not showing any fear of being able to hold down this massive total of 261. Some powerful shots so far during this first 6 overs of the batting power play. CroatiaA just picking up that they had 3 fielders outside the inner circle, which would have constituted a no ball. Piero Bosniak, another veteran of the Croatian cricket scene, with a calm piece of fielding out there on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Aman Maheshwari nearing the end of his 3rd over. There's a powerful swing over mid-off, and another boundary for Uprit Shukla. So Zagreb certainly on track here to reach this total of 261. There is, of course, a long way to go, And wickets will be crucial. But the more wickets they can keep in hand as they work their way through these overs, the more chance Zagreb will have of reaching the total and completing a clean sweep of their round-robin matches in this 2022 edition of the Mediterranean Cricket League. Change of bowler. Mate Jukic has the ball in hand and will be looking to keep it tight in the final over of the batting power play. There's an appeal for LBW, but umpire Steve Tripp says not out. A full toss. Just pushed away to square leg and a single completed. That is high. Gruzinic gets under it. Oh, and is unable to get there. So a let off there for Asprit Shukla. Gruzinic made good ground, but it just was out of his grasp. Nigar Ahmed swings high. It bounces, but is cut off there on the boundary by Vedran Zanko. Another piece of good fielding there by the experienced Croatian campaigner wearing the number 5 jersey. Ahmed with a nice cut there, but stopped in the deep by another experienced campaigner of Croatian cricket in Niels Gornal. Jukic very tight so far. Nigar Ahmed swings high, over, mid-on, and that is another 6. And so that is an amazing start to the Zagreb batting innings. The local side very much on track to hit this incredible total of 261. Of course, that is the end of the batting power play, which allows CroatiaA to place more fielders out in the deep. And we have a change of bowler again. Vedran Zanko with the ball in hand. As I mentioned earlier, Vedran has been an experienced campaigner in the Croatian cricket scene for a number of years and was very helpful in the setup of this broadcast. So we thank him personally for his efforts. And a nice first up delivery there from Vedran Zanko. Nice cover drive there. A bit of awkward bounce, but Mate Jukic all over it out there on the deep cover boundary. Vedran Zanko very tight so far on Oh, and the awkward bounce has caught out Sahel Ahmed there on the long off boundary, and it bounces over the rope for 4. There are some tricky spots on this ground to navigate. A couple of mole hills here and there, which present an extra challenge for the fielding sides. Piero Belznak all over that one, but the batsmen still complete 2. Plenty of encouraging words in the field from the CroatiaA players. Asprit Shukla unable to get any meat on that delivery. A crucial dot ball for CroatiaA. Oh! And a caught and bowl chance put down there by Vedran Zanko. A tough chance, but one that would have been a crucial blow for Zagreb in this pursuit of 261. We have a number of special guests who have joined us here at the Budanets Cricket Oval here in Zagreb. And that stroke goes all the way to the boundary. Another 4 for Zagreb. As I mentioned, we have a number of special guests here at the Budanets Cricket Oval here in Zagreb. I can see Australian-Croatian Chamber of Commerce President Luke Jurasevich in the background. Fantastic to have Luke here at the ground in what is a busy week of trade meetings for the department. And another boundary there for Zagreb. So 2 early blows to start this 8th over of the innings. And that is in fact 50 up there for Asprit Shukla. Oh, and a bit of a fumble there on the boundary means a 3rd consecutive 4 for Asprit Shukla. And the team now just 1 boundary away from reaching a triple figure opening run partnership. Mate Jukic coming around the wicket now. And a nice line restricts it to just 1. Some interesting fielding out there in the deep. A bit of soccer skills from the number 10. Anyone would think that that is Luka Modric out there fielding at point. Ooh. Mate Jukic stretching full length there to try and stop that ball, but it does go past him. And another added to the total. So an even 100 scored off the first 8 overs by Zagreb for no wicket loss. And Usprit Shukla hits that hard and high, but doesn't clear the loop. And Piero Belznak takes a comfortable catch right on the long on boundary for the first wicket. A crucial blow with half-century maker Usprit Shukla dismissed at the start of the 9th over. So a very entertaining knock comes to an end. But Zagreb are on course, as it currently stands, to haul down this massive total of 261. Coming to the crease now is Sagar Sahotra, who scored an impressive 68 off 34 deliveries in yesterday's first match against the Boomerangs, guiding Zagreb from what appeared to be an insurmountable position against the Boomerangs. And there's an appeal, look up behind, he's been dismissed! Vedran Zanko is on a hat-trick, and Nigar Ahmed has to go back to the sheds. Well, now the match has turned on its head, and suddenly CroatiaA have dismissed both openers in consecutive deliveries. CroatiaA are up and about once again. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Both openers gone. And 2 fresh batsmen at the crease. Suddenly, CroatiaA now hold all the cards. And Vedran Zanko, of course, on a hat-trick. Interestingly, only 1 hat-trick has ever been completed in MCL history, which was in fact by CroatiaA captain Jeff Gruzinic, who is currently holding the gloves behind the stumps. So Vedran Zanko looking to complete his own piece of history here, with Gurpreet Singh required to hold out the hat-trick ball. Can he do it here? Vedran Zanko on a hat-trick, looking to complete just the 3rd hat-trick in MCL history. Gurpreet Singh taking his time, soaking up all the pressure. The CroatiaA players just reminding Gurpreet Singh that he doesn't want to be Vedran Zanko's 3rd victim in as many balls. Umpire Steve Tripp just having some words with Gurpreet Singh. So here we go. And a nice delivery there by Vedran Zanko. But Gurpreet Singh comfortably pushes that through the covers for a single. So Vedran Zanko with 2 crucial blows to start this 9th over, removing both openers in consecutive deliveries. That is in fact a no ball, which has been hit over square leg for 4. And now it is a free hit for Zagreb. Sagar Sahota will be definitely looking to capitalise on so a free hit, which means Sagar Sahota cannot be dismissed off this delivery. And he swings through the long on region for 4. Okay, making the most of that free hit opportunity. So Sagar Sahota, who scored 68 off 34 balls yesterday to guide Zagreb to victory over the Boomerangs in the first game of the MCL, will need to repeat that feat and then some if Zagreb are to overhaul this total of 261. It's another full toss and dispatched over the mid-wicket boundary for 6. And another no ball, which means Vedranzenko will have to stave off a free hit opportunity for Zagreb. The ball hit deep into the shrubbery over there, but the fielding side have located the ball. So once again, this is a free hit, which means Sagar Sahota cannot be dismissed off this delivery. He made full advantage of the last opportunity. And he strikes again over mid-wicket for 6. So what started as a very important over for Vedranzenko is now looking rather glim, with 2 free hits conceding boundaries. An expensive over despite the 2 early blows of both openers. And a nice delivery to finish the over. But Sagar Sahota picking up where he left off yesterday in his match-winning knock against the Boomerangs. Of course, the Boomerangs will be looking for their first victory later today when they take on the Balhera Cricket Academy after the completion of this match. Change of bowling with Wazal Kamau coming on. Wazal, of course, scored a century in the CroatiaA innings, the 4th highest total in MCL history. Wazal getting plenty of pace off a very short run up there. Oh, and a nice square up delivery to the dangerous Sagar Sahota. And Sagar Sahota charges down the pitch but misses completely and has been clean bowled. So a crucial blow there by Wazal Kamau, continuing what has been a very memorable day for the big hitting CroatiaA opener who scored a century in Croatia's batting innings. Zagreb charging down the pitch there, but not reading the delivery well and losing his wicket in the process. So we're taking a quick drinks break here as we near the end of the 10th over. Ordinarily we would be taking a drinks break on completion of the 10th over, but due to the falling wicket we are having it just slightly earlier. So a couple of minutes and then the players will resume. Orange. They have 11. 11, yeah. And so when 10 are out. And we're back underway here at the Budapest Cricket Oval with a swing and a miss by the new batsman. Swing and a miss and a chance, comfortably taken out there in the deep. And Zagreb lose their 4th wicket. So Zagreb lose their 4th wicket. One ball remaining in this over. Wazal Kamau with the double blow so far. Gurpreet Singh takes strike. Just the single. And a very tidy over there for Wazal Kamau. 2 wickets to go with his unbeaten century earlier in the day. A very impressive performance indeed. So Mate Jukic with the ball in hand. A big swing there by Gurpreet Singh. Cut off nicely on the long on boundary by Piero Biosniak. Interesting return to the bowler. 2 runs scored. Gurpreet Singh with another big swing over mid-wicket for 6. So Gurpreet Singh taking it upon himself to lead this run chase. Mate Jukic deciding to come around the wicket. And another big hit there by Gurpreet Singh, which clears the boundary rope at long on. So Gurpreet Singh with 2 maximum hits this over so far. He goes for the 3rd. It's short. Cut off by Aman Maheshwari for just the single. Mate Jukic to new batsman Dinesh. Dinesh gets off the mark with an easy single. That is the end of the 11th over. Zagreb requiring 118 for victory. Of course, yesterday a swing there which goes fine, and the batsmen complete 2. And he's edged that fine through the vacant slip region, and it rolls all the way to the boundary at the Zagreb Mountains end of the ground. 4 runs added to the total. Wazal Kamau. Dinesh charges but misses. Oh, and he's attempted for the run out. Umpire Steve Tripp says not out. Croatia captain Jeff Krasinic with some quick thinking there behind the stumps, sensing Dinesh unaware of his crease line. But the Zagreb batsman was back in his crease just in time before Grzinic threw down the stumps. So Zagreb, of course, successfully chased down the 178 total hit by the Boomerangs yesterday. Will this 261 prove too much for the local side? A very nice line there from Wazal Kamau, which Dinesh pushes fine for 2. And they in fact capitalise on a lazy throw from fine leg and an extra run added to the total. A wild swing from Gurpreet Singh, unable to make any contact. Gurpreet Singh with a big blow, which clears the long on boundary for 6. So Mate Jukic to bowl the 12th over. Dinesh with a nice swing through mid-wicket, which Aman Maheshwari comfortably collects. And the batsmen are restricted to just 1. So Zagreb still requiring 104 for victory from just under 8 overs. And a big swing there from Gurpreet Singh. But a nice line from Mate Jukic prevents any runs from being scored. And it's hit. Oh, and it goes past the fielder, Niels Gornal. Dinesh looking for a 3rd run, but Gurpreet Singh was not interested. So of course, Zagreb were able to chase down what at one point was 99 off 9 overs against the Boomerangs yesterday. Nicely stopped there on the boundary by Vedran Zanko. Of course, Zagreb's run chase yesterday was assisted by having more wickets in hand and much less total of more overs. But anything is possible in the great game of cricket. Dinesh with another big swing, pushing hard, looking for the 2nd, but they decide against it. Although they have taken advantage of the overthrow. So again, some sloppy fielding proving costly for CroatiaA. Mate Jukic appealing for LBW with batsman Dinesh not offering a shot there. So because no shot was offered, no run is allowed to be taken. So Nils Gonal has the ball in hand, defying tradition somewhat. In fact, I thought he was going to bowl in his cap there, but he has now tucked it inside the back of his shirt. And a wide delivery first up. And a third consecutive wide for Nils Gonal. He has not been able to get his radar on target to start this 13th over. But he has on that occasion, and he has clean bowled Dinesh. And another blow for Zagreb in pursuit of this 261 target. So Zagreb are having to throw caution to the wind now, with available balls drying up very quickly and wickets tumbling left, right and centre. So after 3 consecutive wides to start his over, Nils Gonal has produced 1 on target and Dinesh paid the ultimate price. So CroatiaA now looking the likely victors in this first match on the second day of the Mediterranean Cricket League here in Zagreb. We hope you are enjoying our coverage thanks to My Action Replays and proudly sponsored by Alan's Career Institute of Kota, Rajasthan. A run-out chance there at the striker's end, but Gurpreet Singh is safe. And the new batsman, Abdi Awasati, gets off the mark. It's a big swing from Gurpreet Singh over mid-wicket for a maximum hit. So Gurpreet Singh has other ideas and is still adamant his team can successfully hold down this massive total of 261 for victory. Another full toss, which goes towards mid-wicket, but comfortably collected out there on the boundary by Aman Maheshwari. wide delivery there from the batsman, from the bowler, but another score for the batsman, of course. In fact, it is a no ball and a free hit opportunity for Zagreb. Awasati hits it high, but just one run added to the total. Another wide delivery from Nils Gorman. And another wicket. Nils Gorman's on-target delivery is proving very dangerous, and that is his second bold delivery in this over. And that is the 6th wicket to fall, but more importantly, it was the crucial wicket of Gurpreet Singh. CroatiaA now firming as favourites for this first match of Day 2 of the Mediterranean Cricket League. Vedran Zanko with the ball in hand. Earlier in this innings, he struck the crucial double blow of openers Nigar Ahmed and Asprit Shukla after a century stand. It proved to be the game-changing moment in this contest and has put CroatiaA on course for their first victory of the tournament, and Zagreb likely to slump to their first defeat after 2 first-up wins yesterday. So Zagreb still requiring 85 for victory. And that is a nice shot over cover, which will just stop out there on the boundary. And the batsman complete 2. Captain Dave Skinner is at the crease at the non-strikers end for Zagreb. An appeal for LBW, and he's out! Another wicket for Vedran Zanko. Zagreb now 6 wickets down, with Chris Osborne coming to the crease. CroatiaA edging ever so closely now to their first victory of the Mediterranean Cricket League in 2022. We hope you are enjoying our coverage. Thanks to My Action Replays and proudly sponsored by Allen Career Institute of Kota, Rajasthan. We do hope you can join us for today's second match between the Boomerangs of Australia and the Balhara Cricket Academy of India, which will follow the conclusion of this match. Vedran Zenko with 3 wickets next to his name. He'll be looking to add another before the end of this innings. Chris Osborne looking for the single, but Zagreb captain Dave Skinner sends him back. Chris Osborne on strike. Single taken. Dave Skinner just asking the umpire for his middle stump marker. Dave Skinner hits that one straight to the fielder at mid-off. And that is the 8th wicket down for Zagreb and a 4th blow for Vedran Zenko. So 4 wickets for the CroatiaA experienced campaigner. And CroatiaA closing in on their first victory of MCL 2022. In case you are just joining us, CroatiaA scored 260 off their 20 overs for the loss of just 1 wicket, with big hitting opener Wazal Kamau scoring an unbeaten 143, and CroatiaA captain Jeff Grzinic also unbeaten on 76 in a very entertaining innings with some big hittings to all parts of this Budanets cricket ground here in Zagreb. Oh! And there we are, Sahel has bowled the new batsman with his first delivery of this 15th over. And the end appears nigh for Zagreb. We have a slight delay because the number 11 batsman is not yet padded up here. The new batsman, Dominic Chichak, actually forgot to take his bat out with him. It doesn't appear though he has any gloves in his hands. He has not yet put his helmet on. In fact, he does have a pair of gloves, I can now see. Suhail Ahmed with the ball, looking to finish off this innings and hand CroatiaA their first victory of the tournament. Dominic Chichak gets bat on ball. It's gone past the fielder and he is off the mark. Croatian veteran Mark Davies takes strike, which he bunts to point for no run. So we do hope you will join us for today's second match between the Boomerangs and the Bulhera Cricket Academy. Both teams are looking for their first wins of the tournament after first up losses yesterday, both against Zagreb. Mark Davies hits that one towards the mid-on region, but Vedran Zenko unable to close in on it with enough time despite his best efforts. Vedran Zenko, of course, with 4 wickets for the day. Mark Davies keeps that one out. And that is the end of the over. And Vedran Zenko will have a chance to take a fifer. Dominic Chichak bobs that one up, but it is safe, and another run added to the total. All of these do appear to be consolation runs for Zagreb. Miss there for Mark Davies. Vedran Zenko, of course, looking to become just the third bowler in MCL history to take 5 wickets. Ramesh Satisan and Jeff Krasinich are the only other 2 members of the Fifer Club. Mark Davies attempts to sweep that one, but unable to get any bat on that one. Mark Davies takes a swing outside off stump. And Vedran Zenko now has 1 delivery left to complete a fifer. That is the end of the over. Vedran Zenko finishes with 4 for 38, which are in fact the 7th best figures in MCL history. So a very impressive bowling performance by the veteran Croatian. His 2 wickets earlier in the match of both openers after an unbeaten century stand were crucial for CroatiaA winning this contest. So Sahel Ahmed looking to finish the job here for CroatiaA. He's bunted that one into the cover region. So this, of course, is Zagreb's highest score of the tournament, having successfully chased down. Oh! And a catch has been dropped by Wazal Kamau at mid-on. It's really the only blemish on an otherwise perfect day for Wazal Kamau, who scored an unbeaten century to guide CroatiaA to a commanding total of 260. Chichek bunts that one up to the gully region. Nils Gonal takes the catch, and that marks the end of the Zagreb innings. All out for 190. So a very impressive 70-run victory there for CroatiaA in their first match of the MCL 2022. Very impressive win there by the boys in blue to open their account. They will be back tomorrow for double header matches against the Boomerangs and Balhera Cricket Academy. Of course, Balhera and Boomerangs will face off very shortly in today's second match. Both teams looking for their first wins of the tournament. Teams come together to shake hands. Standout performance of today was, of course, Wazal Kamau, an unbeaten 143, and followed in the bowling innings by 2 wickets, which all but ended any hopes of a Zagreb victory. We thank you for your viewership, and we hope you can return very shortly for today's second match between the Boomerangs and Balhera.